decided, you know what? Install some cameras. So we will catch them red-handed.
Mike 1 Echo Delta. Leaving base heading to Mackenzie Market.
And the gunman came straight over here, straight to them, grabbed them by the chains, put a gun to his head, start ripping the chains out, screaming all the curse words and everything.
I was interviewed by the media, and they told me if I saw the footage and whatever it is, and I said yes, I saw the footage. And they asked me if there's any way I can be able to solve that matter. And I said yes, the Guyana Police Force can solve that matter because we have the capacity and the capability to do so.
However, as an advocate, I couldn't just take his position. I advised him, let me see the statements, and then probably I can get a peek at the video and to tell him what chances we had in terms of the law.
So this chassis that is here does not belong to this car right now.
Well, the victim, whose name is Trevor Campbell, he went out to a popular clothes store where he and his friends would usually hang out. While hanging out there, these three guys walked up to him. He was wearing he was wearing 5 gold chains, valued $740,000. When these three guys walk up to him, 2 of them brandishing firearms. One lashed him to the head, and one relieved him of the chain, which fell on the ground. The guys walked away calmly.
I had circled right around here with my daughter, taking her for a little walk. Then I came right here. She was trying to go in because her mom has a shop in there. She was trying to go into her mom. So I'm there, right there. I bent over to try to, talk to her. That's one of the guys. That's the 3 guys coming right there. You see? They grab the guy, start taking his chains and stuff. I'm still down there, I'm not hearing it. But when they start the commotion, I look up. Right there, I look up.
So I didn't see it because I wasn't looking at the camera, I was doing my own work. But people came rapping, hey, we just got a robbery, check back. So I said, okay, we got them.
Basically, after receiving report of the robbery the night, the training automatically kicked in. Meaning that we start networking among the ranks. I started communicating with my ranks on the ground. I sent out a team to the market. I was part of that team, and I sent another team on the highway. From the time I got to the scene and got the information, I started networking with ranks in my division and ranks of A division as to apprehend the vehicle and possible suspects.
So on the night of December 31st, I was contacted by Detective Sergeant Tuknard from Linden. He told me of the robbery.
From the time I got here and I got the facts of the car, I start communicating on the WhatsApp. I start networking with other police in other division along the highway to put up a roadblock.
He sent me the video, and I started working on it from there.
We were back and forth exchanging images because what we had from the video was sent back to the division so that they can start looking for the suspect.
Okay, well, remember, they're not from here, so nobody knew them. So we decided, you know what, let's use social media. We will get answers faster. So put it on Facebook, and back. Within a week, people identify, well, yes, I know this guy and gave the information to the police. And the police set up a sting operation, and they were apprehended.
And pictures were sent to us. We got our witnesses to come in, and we organized an identification parade. We got the witnesses to go to Georgetown, and they were positively identified.
A further request was made to have those images in terms of the tattoos and so on photographed more closely so that we have a more distinct view of what is actually on the tattoo itself.
We had a layout of the Republic Avenue area where the incident would have occurred and where the persons would have exited after committing the robbery.
As the analyst dealing with the actual footage, what I found to be of evidential purpose was that there are enough information, details readily available on the individual, the suspect involved in both robberies, both its suspect involved in the robbery, in terms of their tattoos, the way the mean in which they walked, the clothing in which they had on. So there enough information there that we could have deal with at that point in time to further assist in the investigations of the investigators. Mr. Archibald, and you're going to see right here, he's going to pull an object. That's person in his hands. That's the chain.
He was able to compare, he did the comparison, and I had never seen that sort of presentation. And it was crystal clear to me what he did and how he came up with the presentation as a whole. And I'm saying if there are other persons on the team, then my work as defense counsel will be a lot more difficult, and I don't mind if it speaks to justice.
The said car that they were arrested with, we did a physical examination on that vehicle, and we found that the chassis number, which is the vehicle identification number, was tampered with, meaning it was cut and replaced with another number. The vehicle that I showed you just now, the blue and white vehicle, the blue and black vehicle, if you check the chassis number on that vehicle, the chassis number here, it's the same thing.
They had a chop shop. So that was a very, very massive investigation, and it really, truly put a dent in the carjacking ring.
So we happened to get the correct number for the vehicle through the Guyana Revenue Authority, made contact with the individual whose correct name was on the registration, and we were informed then that they were robbed of that said vehicle.
What revealed out of that investigation is that the matter that Archibald committed in Linden was just whereby they would have snatched a chain, take a chain off somebody's neck, which was just larceny from the person. But then as we go down far into it, there's where we were able to really and truly find out Archibald's real criminal involvement and criminal enterprise in several car hijacking.
Yes, there was a guilty plea in this case, and I'm not shocked or surprised, because more and more persons are beginning to, like you would say, give up or throw in the towel when they realize how meaningful video evidence is.
When I spoke to him in the initial stage in the interview, I've realized that this might be a hard nut for me to crack from the get-go. But then afterwards, when I compiled my investigation, and I realized that, that he realized that this policeman here, serious with his job.
Because at the end of the day, the police needs the public cooperation in getting crime solved. You understand? People tend to think that, hey, the police will solve this. No. If you got some information, somebody got information, it will go a far way in helping the police solving a lot of crimes. Because instead of just the police force, you have the public assisting the police.
Solving crime is not an easy thing, but once you have the willingness of the public, you can do anything, you can solve any matter. And I'm saying that we have seen the willingness of the public because they have seen definitely they're getting positive results.
My other question is, what did it feel like when you saw that Sean Archibald decided to plead guilty?